Yeah, at the end of this, keep watching because we're going to go into some fun date ideas as well. So number 1 is feeling guilty. We all feel guilty leaving our kids at home.
Yeah, so we don't date as much. Well, we do now, but I remember when our kids were little, I would always feel guilty if we'd go on a date and we'd leave the kids with the parents or with the babysitter.
Kids would be crying, why are you having fun without me?
Yeah, they really would. They didn't like it that we would go out without them, so they'd always make us feel guilty.
So do you remember the story about little Johnny who was he was laying on the couch with a psychologist, and the psychologist got the notepad and the pen out and tells little Johnny, hey, what was your childhood like? And little Johnny starts crying and just saying, my dad loved my mom way too much. They dated way too much. Yeah, that never happened. The reason why you've never heard that story is because it just doesn't happen. And so dating is important.
The second way kids ruin marriages is they always come first.
That's right. Think about all the sporting events. Think about all the musicals and the plays and the school events. I mean, children are always, it's the entire family is revolved around the children.
Yeah, around all those activities. And if you have 1, 2, 3 or more, you just keep multiplying the activities.
So we have to be careful not to raise children that are self-centered. We have to teach them that the family actually revolves around our marriage, and we got to set time on dates.
Wait, what did you say? The family revolves around the marriage?
That's right. You heard it here first. We're going to be opposite of Hollywood. We're actually going to do what the Word says, and the Word says that marriage is important.
Yep. The third way that kids ruin marriages is that because of the kids, the husband gets the leftovers. Now, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Probably you men too, where, especially ladies. I know it can go both ways, but we have to work, we have to clean, we have to cook, we have to get the kids to school, we have to do all these things. And then we're so exhausted at the end of the day, and then we go, wait, we got one more thing to do. Then we go do that thing, and then we get in bed, and then it's like, the end. Did I even say hi to you?
So men, we're always busy at work, and sometimes we give the leftovers to our spouse as well. And so one of the tips to do is to make sure that we set a day aside during the week for dating.
Yeah, we actually schedule our dates. And hey, listen, it doesn't have to be a Friday night. So my husband doesn't like to go out on Friday nights with everybody else. So his day off is Monday, and we schedule Monday nights.
It is possible to do it on a different night than Friday. And by the way, guys, it's cheaper. So the number 4 thing that kids can ruin a marriage is by only taking family vacations. Kids will cry, they'll say, why are you going on vacation without us? But taking a marriage vacation is important.
Yeah, so once a year, Brandon and I, we take a marriage vacation and we take a family vacation. Now last year, I thought it was brilliant. I broke this rule and we took our kids on a cruise when it should have just been him and I.
Yeah, there was no time to look each other in the eyes or have any romantic dinners or dancing because the kids, all they want to do is have things revolve around them.
I know, we're chasing them all around the boat. So, just trust me, schedule one for your family, schedule one with your spouse.
That's right.
Number 5, kids can ruin a marriage when you date your kids instead of your spouse. So let me explain here. I like to take my kids to Chick-fil-A. I like to take my kids to dinner. I like to take my kids to the trampoline park. I like to take my kids to all these fun things to do, to the park, to the zoo, to the movies. And then I forget to take my husband. So that's what we mean by we date our kids more than our spouse. I'm not saying that those things are wrong. I'm just saying let's remember to schedule some dates with our spouse.
Yeah, I think kids think about their parents' marriage for maybe 5 seconds, but they're not thinking 5 years from now. And so the best thing for your kids is still be friends and still have fun together 5 years from now. And maybe their friends' parents aren't doing that.
Yeah, that's true. And then their friends come home saying their parents are getting a divorce.
Well, let's go to the next one. Number six way kids can ruin a marriage is once the kids leave the house, guess what? Because everything revolved around the kids, the family revolved around the kids, now the husband and the wife, they're frenemies. They have nothing in common. They don't know anything about each other's future or plans together, and so they really have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, and that's just a result of not dating, in my opinion, or putting the kids first in the marriage.
That's right. So the solution is to date often your spouse.
The seventh reason kids can ruin your marriage is when you are pouring all your energy and time and effort into your children, someone else may come in and swoop in with your spouse and steal the attention that you should have been giving them to begin with.
So the solution to this, again, if you're dating weekly, you're going to be, your attention's on one another, and this is what God intended for us. When our attention's on our kids, we sometimes forget how much we love each other, and then we don't want to be deceived by someone coming in and giving us attention.
Yeah. So we promised you some date night ideas, and we have a list here, so we're going to go over them. There's some free, there's some expensive. You definitely want to get childcare, whether it's a parent or pay for a babysitter, because
Grandma.
It's very important for you to invest in your marriage. So just like you budget for groceries, budget for date night. But here's some ideas, and they can be inexpensive. So we have hiking, game night, free concerts. Do you know how many concerts are in the park at local cities? Yeah, open houses.
Yeah, if you want to look at a house that maybe it's fun to tour a house that's maybe bigger than yours, hey, walk in those open houses and dream together. That's fun.
That's a good one, Brandon. Test drive your dream car.
We drove the Tesla before we bought it. That's a great date night. We went into the Tesla dealership and sat in the cars, and we felt like we were one day going to get one, and we did.
Yeah, we didn't test drive it though.
No, but it was nice to sit in it.
But we pretended we were test driving while we were sitting in it.
It was a year later.
Okay, dancing to live music, walk the park, skate in the park.
Skate in the park, yes.
Basketball?
So if you're athletic and you want to just have some fun together, go play volleyball or basketball together.
I'll play basketball with you, but I'm not gonna lie, I can't make the hoop very, very well. Volleyball, ride bikes in the park, karaoke night, host a poker night. That's something that we like to do.
We do.
I like that. Go swimming.
So one idea is to set up a tent in your living room or even in your backyard and just cook some s'mores.
Yeah, so if you don't have a tent, then you can think of like the kids. You can put sheets up, make a tent in your living room, put a mattress down, and then have some s'mores.
Yeah, we did a couple blankets over some chairs, and we made it a movie night and just did some popcorn, and we told the kids, stay in your rooms.
Yeah, you have to lock them in the room.
And by the way, you know what kids are going to say? That's too much fun! But you know what we tell them? Hey, mama comes first, and marriage is important, and guess what they'll do? They'll repeat the process. If you didn't see that in your home, guess what? You may be repeating the process. So start a new process, start a new family tree, start new habits. Have fun dating.
And give us some of your ideas and put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.